Good afternoon. I'm Andrew Benton. I'm head of Northern Europe EMENA for Natixis Investment Managers, and we, or my colleagues actually at Natixis Corporate and Investment Banking, are your hosts today for this event. New ways of working and its impact on inclusion. We'll keep coming back to that, obviously, through the day. Now, I feel a bit of a fraud standing here because all we're doing is hosting, supplying the venue, supplying the drinks. All the heavy lifting has been done by the Diversity Project and by Women in Banking and Finance. So very much a thank you to them, but we're very, very proud to support you in this and work that you do, and particularly for raising a topic such as this. Now, I did read the pre-event information. There are 3 calls to action today. I'm going to read them out. The first one is to improve how hybrid working is done and to ensure that it's inclusive. The second one is to ensure that flexible working options are made available. Importantly, that people are told about them. It's not just price on application as it used to be in the old days. Everyone needs to know what their flexible working options are. And the third one is to help members demonstrate that flex working offers opportunity and benefits in future working models. Now, I haven't got the answers, but to quote others, our speakers do. We've got some great panels. We've got a couple of hours now going through this topic. But what I wanted to share with you was what we've done at Natixis Investment Managers around both flexible working practices and also return to office post-pandemic, which I think is quite important. As a group, we last year looked at our real estate footprint. Not surprisingly, like many firms in London, we discovered that we probably had too much real estate and not necessarily people in the right places. So we've decided as a group to consolidate here on one site with our colleagues from our corporate and investment bank. And we will move back here in December to the 4th floor. Now, that gives us an opportunity. We all know that post-pandemic, it's been a challenge persuading people to return to the office. And also, we don't need people back in the office 5 days a week. We've learned that. That's a reality. So we will move back here to an office with 60% capacity, which even with my limited math skills tells me that's probably 2 to 3 days a week for most people in the office. And we need to make sure that we provide the right environment for people when they are in the office to get the most of working with their colleagues. And that doesn't mean everyone needs to be in for 3 days. We need to work on individual roles, individual requirements. But when people are in the office, they need to get a lot out of it. So our floor, the 4th floor, has been designed in conjunction with staff. We've asked them what they want and what they need when they are in. And not surprisingly, most of it's around team working. It's around collaborative spaces. From some of our colleagues in areas such as legal and compliance, it's actually about quiet spaces that they can get things done when they're in the office. It's no offices. I'm over it now, but it took me a little while, I have to say. But again, we want to encourage people in, as I said, 2-3 days a week. We're not advocates of 4 or 5, but when they're in, we want them to get something out of being in the office. So we're looking forward to coming here in December to what I hope is a really good post-pandemic environment, one that's designed for the way that people want to work in the office in a post-pandemic way, in a post-pandemic world. But again, recognising that we don't want, and we're not imposing on people, you must be in 4 days, you must be in 5 days. I think we've all learnt the lessons on that. We're very, very keen that we get the benefits of hybrid working, which is giving people the right amount of time to work outside the office, but when they're in the office, giving them an environment where they can really deliver and they can really get the most out of teamwork and collaboration. Now, I'll stop there. I'm going to pass to Gareth, who I think is going to give an intro on why both Diversity Project and Women in Banking and Finance felt that this topic was one that needed more airtime and needed to be brought to the attention of members. Thank you.